Today we're going to be installing the latest OpenCore Legacy Patcher on a 2012 Mac Mini to be able to run Ventura 13.3.1. You're going to be able to use this on a different variety of a Mac. Check out the OpenCore website to see which models are supported. You want to read the entire page to see what you're going to need before starting. You're going to need a formatted USB drive. As of the making of this video, the latest version is 0.6.5. Read all of the latest updates on the GitHub website. We're going to start by formatting the USB drive or hard drive that you're going to be using for the install. You're going to want to open Disk Utility and then make sure you format this to Journal. Next, you're going to want to download the latest OpenCore update from their website.
One eternity later.
Zip it and open the OpenCore app. Once the app is open, click on the Create macOS installer. You'll see a list of the available downloads. Once you find one that you're looking for, click on it and start downloading. I'm going to select the 13.3.1 latest update from my Mac Mini. It might take a minute depending on your internet, as the file is about 12 gigabytes. So just be patient. After that, it's going to verify the install and make sure that the download is okay. Once it's finished verifying, it should take you to the next step. If it doesn't, just go back and click on the Create macOS installer. Click on Use Existing macOS installer. Select the installer and format the USB drive. OpenCore will install a bootable EFI partition and also create a macOS USB installer. If you're running an older Mac with an older hardware, this is going to take a while, so just be patient. Once that's finished, it should tell you that it's successfully created a macOS installer. Click on Install OpenCore to Disk. When it's done building the OpenCore, click on Install to Disk one more time. You'll see your USB highlighted and we'll be clicking it and installing it to the disk one last time. It's going to ask you for the password. Click on Install OpenCore to Disk again, and then it should ask you to reboot. Make sure you read the notification, as this time it's going to say you need to hold down the Option key, select OpenCore EFI option. Make sure to have a copy of the OpenCore Patcher on the USB drive you're going to be using, just in case you need to install any of the patches and your Wi-Fi doesn't work. Click on Reboot and make sure to hold down the Option key. That's going to enable you to bring up the boot picker. If you don't see the boot picker, unplug the drive and plug it into a different hub. I had to switch one out twice before it finally showed up. Click on one with the OpenCore background, click on Install macOS Ventura, and then you're going to be able to install from here. You can install Ventura as an update. You can wipe the drive and install it as a new install. You can also make a partition and dual boot on the same hard drive if you have the space. I'm going to go ahead and wipe the drive and install fresh. Way to do this is by going to Disk Utility, click on the drive you want to format, then click Erase. Once that's done, you can close this window and then it should take you back to the bootloader. If you won't be formatting your drive and just upgrading, you can go ahead and skip the Disk Utility part. Click on macOS Ventura. You should be able to boot in the Ventura installation now. Then from here, we're going to be installing it on the freshly formatted drive. Depending on the hardware that you're going to be using, this might take a while as well. Once it has finished installing, just click on the Mac HD. This will be the Mac hard drive. Now we're going to be installing OpenCore Legacy Patcher onto the internal hard drive. Once you see this little pop-up, you'll want to hit OK. Then once it finishes, it's going to ask you if you want to install to disk. Just click Install to Disk. We're going to go ahead and click on the hard drive. It's going to ask you for your password again. Just go ahead and put it and click OK. That's going to ask you to reboot and just click Reboot. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna install OpenCore Patcher onto the disk so you don't have to use a USB drive any longer to boot up after this. If you want to get rid of the boot menu, open up OpenCore. You want to go to the settings and then just unclick Show Boot Picker. Then click on Build and install OpenCore and then install to disk. Double check if you need any more patches. Enjoy your brand new updated Mac. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll keep you guys updated if there's any more new releases coming out for OpenCore.